Hey my loves, welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to achieve this soft glam look. If you're using this look to go out every day, this is really just a simple, easy look for any beginner to learn. I absolutely love doing my makeup like this, and I do it almost every single time. Your girl loves makeup and has been waiting to make this video for way too long. So come on, get ready with me to do this amazing detailed makeup tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Come give me some of your love, come give me some of your love. Cause it's on, turn on the radio, baby, I'll turn you on. I'll turn you on, I'll turn you on, I'll turn you on, I'll turn you on. Keep the bells ringing for you, it's a celebration.
So first you want to start with a completely washed face, no makeup on, and I'm showing you guys I have nothing on my face, but my skin is very dry. So my first step is going to be moisturizer. I just take the cocoa butter and put it all over my face as a base step. This way my makeup stays very glowy once the final look comes. And then I take my primer. I love e.l.f. Oh my gosh. And so I just take the primer and put a very good amount on my face. The reason for this is moisturizer can sometimes make your face or make your makeup slip a little bit, so making sure I put a good amount of this really helps in the long run.
So in it, I was just so committed. I don't regret it. I know it.
So once my face is completely prepped and ready, I take my foundation. I have the Born This Way foundation, and I was so happy that I bought this. It's in the shade Honey. I do want to keep in mind though, it is summer when I'm filming this, so it's a tiny bit light, but don't worry girl, I finesse it every single time. But I'm showing it up to my face, showing you how it kind of matches me pretty well. And in the next step, I'm going to show you something super important that people forget. Use a lot of foundation. So as you're gonna see in a lot of my steps, I use a beauty blender to blend out everything. It's just so easy to use. If you're a beginner, brushes are kind of harder to learn, and high quality brushes are super important. But for a beauty blender, you could really just pick up one from Dollar Tree or any local store really, and it will get the job done. So as you can see in this clip, I'm just completely blending into my face. Like I told y'all, it's a tiny bit light, but no worry. So next, one of my favorite steps is concealer. So I have the same brand, Born This Way concealer in the shade Cookie. And I also use e.l.f. concealers. Like I said earlier, I love a good e.l.f. product. So as I'm showing you guys, this is what it looks like up to my face. It's a lot lighter than my foundations, and it's very yellowy. There's a lot of undertones you can use, orange, red, whatever your skin likes. For me personally, I love a good yellow. So I take a little bit of Born This Way and e.l.f., putting it in my inner corners, and I take, of course, the beauty blender and blend it completely out.
Only because you ain't here.
Once my makeup is completely blended in, I go in with another step. As you can see, it's a little bit of harsh lines, so I take a small little brush and I just brush out any harsh lines that I see to make it a little bit more seamless and blended.
Is your true leader, and not obliged, promise to please ya. If you're open.
So my very next step is going to be my contour. Personally, like I said in the intro, I love oranges. Oh my gosh, I just love them so much. This is the e.l.f. Putty Blush in Bahamas, and I also take this kind of random palette and I take a little orange color, blend it in my beauty blender to just contour my face. So once I'm happy with how it looks, I take a brush again and I go into the very small parts of my nose to make those just very defined. Personally, I love my big nose, so I don't know if I define it to make it look smaller, but I just love how it looks. It makes it pop. It makes my makeup look very bronzed and put together. So here I am showing you guys up close what it looks like. If if I need to, I also take my finger. That's very important. If blending isn't working, take your finger. Use your resources, girl. So now I'm showing you my setting powders, and this is also important just to make sure my concealer doesn't crease. Also, if you're a little nervous about using it because you think it's gonna look cakey, do not be nervous. I love how setting powder makes my under eye look even brighter, and I'm somebody with dry skin, so it tends to look cakey on me, but if you get the right concealers and the right setting powders, this should not be the case, okay?
Only because you ain't here.
And on to our next step, my brows. I'm personally from Chicago, so tell me if these are Chicago brows, y'all. But I take the same palette. I really just take some dark browns and a little bit of black, and I just fill in my brows. What's important to me is to make it look like a clean line. I'm not trying to make my eyebrows look bushy. I like them to look really defined and just kind of arch, you know, like 2016 brow, but bring it to 2025. So I just make sure the line is just kind of crisp, kind of defined, and I fill in the back. I leave the front of my brow kind of bare, but I'll show you guys what I like to do to make it have a little ombre effect. Okay, y'all, don't come for me for this, but I love to use orange again, and I just really put this on the very part that looks bare basically, and I use it to kind of drag it out with my finger, make it look like really an ombre type of look. I don't know, for me this kind of gives Chicago brows to me, but again, in the comments, if y'all think this is Chicago brows, let me know. Personally, I think my brows are always fire, so that's just my opinion. So little trick, if you ever want to try, use a little bit of brown to make your eyebrows look kind of really ombre-ish. I don't even know how to say it, but just look really good. Okay, for my next step, I take the Heyyyy Glam concealer, and this is how I make my eyebrows really pop. I really just take a very small dot. I'm pretty good at this, so I would recommend maybe using a brush if you're not super sure, you've never done this before, but I kind of take a dot, I put it on the top of my eyebrows and where the arch is, and I take my finger and simply just drag it across. And here's the finished product of my brows. I honestly think they look so good. Up close, they may look a little bit like, okay, I see the line, but when you're further away, I just think they look so perfect, so divine, and it makes your makeup look just come together. And here I am showing you the brush that you could use if you don't want to put little dots. Okay, on to my lips, girl. That lip combo though, okay? So I go in with the same palette I've been showing you guys with the dark brown and the black. I basically just go across my lips and outline them as so. You can overline your lips if you want, but personally I just kind of go where they're at, thicken that line up as much as possible until it's to my liking.
As long as
so once I'm happy with my final product, I go in with this Morphe liquid matte lip gloss in the shade Version, and essentially I kind of just tap it on my lips to give, again, like a kind of ombre effect. I really love this stuff. The alternatives I can recommend using is like the NYX butter glosses. Those are so pretty too. I had one and I loved it. So I'm just showing you I'm pretty happy with it so far. So I'm moving on to highlighter. For this, okay, I use this glitter highlight. I remember when it was all over social media, but I am so obsessed with it. I love how my face just shines. It's really just loose glitter, as I was trying to show you guys, but I essentially just tap this into my cheeks, and I just love the glowy, glistening effect it gives. Okay, but no look is complete without some blush. Personally, I take this Julia Palette's eyeshadow palette, but I use it as blush. I take the two colors I'm showing you and I just put them on the atoms of my cheeks. for this look, I took some eyeliner and put it right under my eyes, and I just did this to make my eyes pop a little bit more. So I'm pretty much happy with my look, but I always like to go back and do some finishing touches. For this look, I felt like I needed a little bit more orange on my eyelids, so I just tapped it in there, and you might see me doing a little bit extra, but this is really just my finishing touches until my look is done. Okay, my loves, very last step, I just take some setting spray and completely mist my face. I love this setting spray from Milani because it makes me look really glowy and hydrated, but essentially this is the last step. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. I hope you like it. I really hope you like this tutorial. I hope you find it easy to follow, fun, and I hope you enjoy my video. Love you. Let's enjoy the look.